Hello everyone, today's story is guaranteed to have you laughing until your belly hurts, and it's definitely one you won't want to miss. At this, old Choi, spellbound, turned to grab a hammer, forcing Lee to confess. Instead, Lee performed a hot magic trick, revealing a strange scar. Lee claimed a weak heart, a controller in his chest, and borrowed a doctor's remote living on the edge. He said if old Choi bothered him, he could always call it quits, leaving old Choi scratching his head while Lee was clearly enjoying himself, stirring the pot. After his speech, he turned and left with his men, leaving old Choi stunned. Lee reminded him to check on Xiaomei with a thoughtful brother. Old Choi rushed to Xiaomei, only to find she had been kidnapped by some old friends from prison. What a coincidence. The toothless old Dang used tweezers for a dental examination on old Choi, but thankfully it was just a scare. Just as old Dang was about to collect a tooth, Lee's call came in, saving old Choi by pure luck. So the guy thought, why not just scare old Choi a bit, and before leaving, gave him a parting tap with a stick. Old Choi fumed and vowed revenge, taking a hasty exit with Xiaomei no time to waste. But the thought of revenge still lingered. Everyone seems to care so much. On the road, Xiaomei made her confession, and old Choi pulled her into a hotel, instantly turning into a couple's show. However, the visuals were too steamy for comfort to let your imagination run wild. When they woke up, the room was filled with familiar smoky vibes, good old times. Suddenly, a box appeared containing old Deng's hand, and old Choi immediately connected the dots about the tracker. Old Choi rushed to mall security and straightforwardly claimed he was tracked too direct. After some sleuthing, they found a tiny electronic board in the shoe. All tech saves the day. They headed to the bar where Iron Pillar worked to dig up intel on Lee Knowledge's power. Xiaomei asked if she could look at the 1979 class records, and old Choi joined in the nostalgic journey. Old Choi called up to ask about Lee's classmates. When he mentioned the name Q here, Iron Pillar sounded incredibly disappointed. Iron Pillar angrily berated her, revealing she was quite the celebrity in school. What a character. Lee was rather amused, not realizing he was sitting right across, eavesdropping on the gossip. An insane glint flickered in Lee's eyes as he crushed a CD and lunged at Iron Pillar. This plot twist is wild. Did you have an appointment with me? Lee's delivery was too delirious. Old Choi angrily drove off to find Lee, feeling both enraged and helpless, stopping at old Deng's place for info. Finally, back to his old space of 15 years, old Deng chimed in, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Old Deng held a grudge against Lee, continuing the talk of revenge while using Xiaomei as a hostage. Bold move. Old Choi traced back to Lee's sister to unravel the past. Such a nostalgic dive. However, old Choi recalled some old tales and realized the bond between Q Hua and Lee went deep. During the pursuits, things between Lee and Q Hua revealed a touching story so heartwarming. Iron Pillar was stunned and became the first to spill to old Choi. What an outing opportunity. Unfortunately, old Choi blurted out everything, leading campus rumors to spiral, forcing Q Hua to jump such a tragedy. Old Choi finally realized why he had feelings for her all this time. Such a comic twist. Xiaomei suggested, since they knew the truth, why not skip the revenge and just elope with old Choi? Old Choi shook his head, insisting that revenge was non-negotiable, leading him to search for the towel based on Lee's hints. In the tallest building, Big Show finally spotted Lee alongside his white-haired bodyguard. Talk about the sky's the limit. Elevator showdown was about to ignite, with passions brewing rapidly. Those little minions never saw it coming. They didn't stand a chance against Big Show. Meanwhile, Lee was enjoying a bath in the room, completely indifferent to Big Show's chaotic antics. He noticed the photo on the wall was of Lee Shi on the day of her suicide. What a chilling discovery. When confronted with Big Show's groundbreaking theories, Lee shrugged it off, ready to share an even funnier tale. This tale immediately escalated the movie, revealing everything was part of Lee's master plan after Big Show's release. So dramatic. When they got the first call at the sushi place, Meidao's hypnosis kicked in at the same time. Pure fate. Every move was orchestrated by Lee, like playing marionettes. What a steal for the ticket price. But when Big Show flipped to the last page, his heart sank as he discovered Mei Dao was actually his biological daughter. This was indeed Li's true revenge plot. What an unexpected plot twist it was. Unbearably furious, Big Show lunged at Li, only to be blocked by the white-haired bodyguard. The fish Odan. The white-haired protector lost his mind, completely ignoring Li's command to stop. This was pure chaos. The huge gift box was no exception. The warden was a part of Li's cunning plan, quite the smart conspiracy. Big Show urgently shouted at Mei Dao not to open the box. Such urgency